Hey there and happy Wednesday. So today I am featuring some products that are online exclusives, and sometimes we forget to check those or they're hard to find maybe. So I am bringing you the Faith Collection bundle and pairing that with the Everyday Arches, and I'm really excited about both of these bundles. So just if you're struggling to find them, just go into the search bar and put Faith Collection, and then this bundle should pop up. Also, go to Everyday Arches and you'll see the stamps and the dies that coordinate, and then some gorgeous paper. They've got some really cool paper, and have been using the embellishments for different things too from Everyday Arches too. So sometimes just excuse me, I have a little tickle. Sometimes just putting that into the search, you'll get like all the products that are associated or kind of related to that. So hopefully that will help you too. But I'm going to be showing you now card number 2 for Linda Buss's online party. Hi there, Kathy. Let me get my camera turned around here. All right, hopefully you guys are having a great day. 50 some degrees in Minnesota in January. And sunshine, like it's the perfect day here. So I just felt like extra energy. But today, again, I struggled. Like I had great ideas for this card, and like I went from purple to browns to greens and such and such. And then I thought, you know what? I love this pretty paper here. Let me start with that. This is from Celebration. So that Bloom Impressions, which a lot of you have been choosing for your free item. Bloom Impressions, it shows you all the color coordinations here to go with that. But they've got this nice, soft, subtle floral pattern there. And I think that this is just so pretty. So, you know, you've kind of got the wild child here, and then the soft-spoken sister, all in the same package. But yeah, you can get this for free with a $60 order. So I like to let people know about that too, because I think was it last week maybe, I showed from the same paper pack, like that blue for the background of the seagulls. And it's just such a great way to use up some of that paper for background fun stuff. So here, once again, is the card. And I think I was struggling with spacing because I didn't want my arches to be too big where the cross just looked teeny tiny and lost in the shuffle. And I had like originally put this designer series paper like all the way up the card. Well, then this looked really small down there, so I took it off, cut it in half, did different things. And so hopefully you like what I came up with for Linda's party. And thank you for ordering also. And I'll show you some other things that didn't quite make the cut, because sometimes that's fun to show you guys as well. Hey there, Julie, good to see you on here. All right, so let me think of how I start the card. Okay. All right, so my card base is going to be pecan pie. I was really kind of struggling with even the brown, because look how fun, even like if I did, there's an alternate cross, maybe I'll show you that as I get closer. I love this pecan pie on the early espresso to have like the wood look on top of a wood color. And then even this, the early espresso looks, let me get my light a little closer. The early espresso looks, you know, really pretty with this too. But I just thought, you know, I need some more green. So as I kind of build my card, I'll show you some of the things that did and didn't work. All right, so I'm going to put this aside, and actually I'm going to pull out some Calypso Coral. I feel like I haven't used this color for a while, and I really like it, especially like for birthday cards, kids cards, because it's kind of a cheerful color, and it can be guy or girl, so that's always a good thing to have on hand too. So I was originally going to put or pair this with Pool Party, because I thought maybe if I do like a step down here and then add that, you know, that would be fun. Actually, now I'm kind of liking this, you guys. Who knows what I should be doing today, right? Okay, yeah, like I just came up with that, but isn't that kind of pretty? Now I feel like I should just like cut the video, take 2, and make something with this. But anyway, no, so I'm going to go with my original plan. Okay, so anyway, but I just thought once I got things going, and you'll see, it just needed something, I think, with a more solid base. but let me start with this. So Calypso Coastal Cabana 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4 inches. So the Faith Collection, let me show you that. I showed you the paper and didn't get much farther. Faith Collection, here we go. So look at these nice crosses. We've got the wood grain cross, the solid cross. We've got like a, can't think of the term, you know, like it's, to me, it's like embossed resist, where you've got the outline edge there. And then we've got some palms, some lilies, and some really nice sentiments there too. And then the Faith Collection dies, I think it's just like $38.50 for the bundle. So it's a nice price point. So we've got this nice outline to go with the different things here. With the bundle, the lilies and the flowers and everything. And then we've got 2 different crosses that go with the dies. So that's what comes with the Faith Collection. Like I said, this bundle is an online exclusive. And the other thing I want to let you know is, like, say you do put Faith Collection in the search bar at the top of the website, and you may see the stamps, you may see the dies. Just know if you find the number that is the bundle, the $38.50, that gives you the 10% savings. So don't enter in the stamp set and the dies and just assume Stampin' Up's going to give you the 10% bundle with 2 separate items. They need to be ordered as the bundle to get that savings. So I want to just remind people that doesn't happen often, but sometimes people don't even know that they missed out on the savings, and usually I am the one that is the saddest. So, all right, so I'm pulling out the single lily. There's a single lily here that I'm using, and then there's also this double one, and so I'm just going to use the single. And I just kind of re-inked my ink pad, so I hope this turns out subtle like I wanted it to. Oh yeah, it'll dry and get even lighter. It was so dry, and it's just like, when I say I haven't used Coastal Cabana for a while, I've used Pool Party, I think, quite a bit. So I was kind of surprised that the ink pad was that dry, but I'm wondering if maybe if I closed it and didn't get it quite like that last click, maybe that was it. So I feel like, oh yeah, my samples were getting a little dry, you know. So here we just kind of have a random pattern. Hi there, Janet, good to see you on here. And so that's going to be that for the front. And then for that Bloom Impressions paper, this is cut 3.75 by 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this down at the bottom. And part of not putting this all the way up is when I was getting ready to put the arch here on it, it looked like it needed to be grounded. And so when it was just on a full sheet of this busy paper, it just kind of looked like it was floating nowhere. I also think too, like this could make a great Easter card. Well, it is an Easter card. He's risen. It can be for lots of different occasions, sympathy, confirmation, different things like that, or even somebody going through something. But for Easter, I thought, oh, it'd be fun to make like even a lighter cave like, and then have the cross there to make it look like the tomb for Easter. So I thought that would kind of be a nice idea. But that's why, so I went with a half just to kind of ground that part of it. And then I think I'm just going to set this aside and do some of my stamping and die cutting. So let me grab this. This is Pecan Pie again. And then I'm going to open up my Pecan Pie ink pad. This does a really nice job of still showing up on the cardstock. So I'm inking up the cross here, Pecan Pie ink on Pecan Pie cardstock, and yeah, it does show up very nice, so that's good. Actually, it looks a little light on the one side. That's just flying stamps. I think it's just user error there that it didn't get on there firm. I'm going to give it a good, oh, there, that one's much better. I'm glad I redid it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do all my die cutting. And so then let me next talk about the next set of the bundle. The Everyday Arches has really fun sentiments that go with the arches. And there's some birds, little stars, a nice variety of sentiments. So even people that are thinking, you know what, I don't know if I need the dies or not, which I think these are going to be a really nice set of dies to have. And I've been seeing all sorts of things with it, just the sentiments alone. Like some of them fit the arch, but not all of them. All right, but look at these arches, you guys. So whole set of arches. And if you were at my recent stamp camp here in my house, let me show you a sneak peek of a video that I will be doing, but it's not a sneak peek of those that were at my house. So just a little different fun fold here using like the largest die, and then the next one with that Celebration Garden toadstools, or toadstool gardens. I always say it like the wrong way. So that's just another little way to show you that. And then so then what I'm using for today is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, sizes 4 and 5 of the arches out of there. So this is a bundle also online, and it's got gorgeous paper with it, you guys. So check that out. Okay, so what I'm going to do then, here we go, is cut, well, let's do the cross first, okay? So this is just going to be this on here, and then I think I'll do the arches separate. I was going to just put them all on, but I think this one I don't want to move at all. And the arches aren't as big of a deal because they're just a shape, not having to cut out a stamped image. Okay, so let me just put that on here. I realize I have my scratch paper ready for the next step down there, which is not good because then it makes this kind of move. All right, so I've got this, and like I said, the other die, this one, so this is the one I use, just plain cross, and then this other one has all of that to it. So when you cut it out, I didn't even poke out the rest of the things on the side. But like I said, how fun is that design on there for very much wooden look? So kind of a fun thing that I wanted to show you. Sometimes I get so carried away with making the card that I forget to show you the other things. All right, and now I'm just going to put this white arch here and the pecan pie. So smaller, larger. I think, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going smallest to largest. Okay, and then I think we are done die cutting. So I've got that. Oh, and then of course, I love it when there's little special features. So there is stitching around both of these, as you can see, and that always adds a special element. I feel like Stampin' Up! Does a lot with the little stitching, and I like that. Okay, so as we build this, let me next then take this outline. It kind of has the branches there, but not the cross. So we've got that. I remember being like at Mass on Palm Sunday and taking my palm branches and folding that in that special pattern. So, so it's kind of cool that they have the image of the palms as part of the stamp set. So now that is once again Pool Party. So I've got that there, and then that cross is going to fit right on top in that little blank spot there. So I've got that. Okay, so let me just put this white on top of the pecan pie here. And then that's ready to go. And then, let's see. I was trying to think how, oh yeah, because there is a rhyme and reason why I did it in the order that I did it, because we're going to use some ribbon and we're going to wrap this, and this is part of the Petal Pink and White Diagonal Trim Combo Pack. So you get some Petal Pink and you get 1 spool of that and 1 spool of the white, both in this combo pack, and this is from the annual catalog. And what I like about it is it just looks really like regal. The pattern in there is nice and rich, and so when I put this around the cross, I'm just going to kind of drape it so you get the idea. It kind of has a nice look, for that there. Okay, so because that's going to go around it, I am going to use some of my, here we are, some of my mini dimensionals. I was like, why do I have a cross on the back side? I already forgot that I goofed up. So I'm going to take the mini dimensionals and put those on that right there. And then sometimes, like when I have a bigger spot like that, what I might do is just take a chunk of my dimensionals here, cut that off, and then that's going to go down the rest of the cross there. So I've got that. And then it kind of leaves a little space there where that ribbon's going to kind of go through. So I've got that. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that there's enough there. So if I pull at a weird angle, it's still going to be just fine. So I've got that. I'm just going to cut that straight across, or pretty close. Okay, so now this is ready to go on that spot where the cross is. Okay, so I've got that. And then I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to get out my mini glue dots here. And with my take your pick tool, I'm just going to pull that off, place that down there like so. And then that can go there. And then I'm going to put another one here. It works much easier when I've done the card and know it versus trying to crisscross it and then get some glue dots down and go, okay, now I've got the ribbon together, but I need it to stick to my cross. Okay, so now I've got that. Isn't that a nice look there? So I go back now with my ribbon cutting scissors. I guess I'm just going to cut straight across here and then even this up to straight across there. Hope that's even enough. There we go. Okay, so now this is ready to go on top of this. And I thought to highlight this a little bit more, I'm also going to pull this over and put some dimensionals just in the four corners. I started to put one in the middle too, but that's where the cross and the ribbon are, and then it might tend to get a little bulky, and I didn't want that to happen. So I've got this. I'm going to put that down about there. Okay, so now it's time for the sentiment. And there was choices. God is love. He is risen. Thinking of you. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. So those can hit a lot of different occasions. I know even this past weekend I was a vendor and I always bring my extra cards along for people to pick through and purchase. And everybody always looks for confirmation. So I thought even the thinking of you, I think I have one from way back that has confirmation, but not often do we have that sentiment in our Stampin' Up! Set. So the thinking of you could pass for confirmation for those of you that need a set that can do something like this, even if it's not exactly. But I chose for today, He is risen. So I'm just going to ink that up in Pecan Pie on just like a 1/2 inch strip of basic white. And then I'll snip that off. And then I've got this, let's see, is it 3/4? Yep, 3/4 inch Pecan Pie. And then I can just flip this over. And nothing really fancy with the sentiment. I kind of want the cross. I've put a lot of work into that whole arch. So I want that to be the focal point. Oops, I almost used my ribbon cutting scissors. That's not good. And I'm just going to snip that off there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab, once again, my dimensional, just trim that edge piece and put that whole thing across the back. And now that's ready to pop up about here. So now that kind of anchors the whole thing together, and I like that. Oh, thanks, Margaret. It's always fun to see you pop on here. Yes. So now this is where it gets interesting. So my first original plan with the soft paper here was to kind of pull in not just the Coastal Cabana, because that was what the back side of the Designer Series paper instruction said was in it. But I thought even the Pool Party would be nice, and the Pool Party ink is actually what I used on that. And I thought, you know, that looks nice. But what a difference, you know, trying to like bring out the softness of it. What a difference, though. It makes such a bolder statement, I feel, anyway, by putting it on the pecan pie. But if you guys know me at all, I love constructive criticism. So if you want to interact with me, just say, hey, pecan pie, if you like that. Or if you think, you know what, I kind of like the softness of the season and want the pool party. So if you like pool party, let me know. I'm kind of curious. And especially if you order and get the cards, maybe I can even personalize you so you get the one you want. Okay, so now I'm just going to tip this over and get some adhesive on here like so around the edges. And I will put it on my pecan pie card base there. Right, and then for the inside, he is risen. There's no like happy Easter or anything. So for the inside, what I'm just gonna do is take a couple of these lilies here and just kind of stamping, and then not stamping, stamping and not stamping, and put that along the bottom there. I thought about re-stamping this because that's kind of a neat follow through, but it's pretty large, and I just thought, well, then it just kind of was too big for the inside of a card. I would have loved if there would have been like he is risen indeed to go with the he is risen, but they didn't pull me before they made the stamp set, right? Okay, so that's for the inside. Oh, and let's not forget the embellishments. Okay, so this is also where I had a lot of choices, and some were a little too sparkly. Like, we don't want to be too happy that Jesus was crucified, even though on Easter Sunday we are extremely happy about the occasion. So at first I thought, well, these antique pearls could be kind of fun, but they almost look too ivory, kind of too creamy for the white, and so I did away with those. And then I'm trying to think if I have them here. Oh, yeah, here they are. I already put them away. So I thought these iridescent faceted gems, they're kind of fun here, but they're, again, a little too sparkly for the occasion with the soft looking flowers. So I just pull out these, and sometimes I feel like these are some of the most understated embellishments that we have. They're the iridescent pearls, basic jewels, and I just love the iridescent shine compared to the old pearls that we had. So there's two sizes. They're a larger and a smaller, and you get like 150 of these in a package. So there's a lot in there, and so I'm just going to put like a couple of them down here in the like palm greenery, and then one more up here. So just a little subtle thing. I felt like it needed a little bit of an embellishment, but I didn't want to go too heavy with that either. So you can see that. So there is today's inspiration today with that online exclusive Faith Collection bundle. So hopefully you like that. For those of you that place a minimum $30 order using Linda Buss's host code, you'll get all the cards that I'm making for you, or for her party, I should say. And tomorrow is, whoops, tomorrow's Thursday, and so I will be back with her third and final demo. So she has 30 days starting this week to keep her party open, and I'm waiting to kind of hear back to see when she wants to close for sure. But I will also let her know if anybody orders, so she can kind of see where her party is at. Also, if you specifically want to know a date, let me know, and then I can give you those details as well too. So if that helps you with ordering, or maybe coordinating payday or something like that as well, that might help. So yeah, like I said, yesterday's card I did, and then this is today's number 2, and number 3 will be tomorrow, and you'll have seen all 3 of the demos. And then next week I will be showing 3 demos for a different online party as well. Friday I hope to be with you too, just to give you a sneak peek maybe of what's coming up for my stamp camp in Medelia Monday night, for those that are attending, or even for those that might think, I just want to see one card to know if I want to sign up or not. There are still spots available, so you can check out the details here under events on my Facebook page, or let me know. Sign-ups are directly with Tracy Henry from Medelia Community Ed for the class. But I appreciate you guys popping in to watch tonight. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye-bye.